Hey guys, what's up? Today is Wednesday, October 22nd. Today my goal is to, at minimum, hit deadlifts and bench, and maybe if I'm feeling up for it, squat. That'll be pretty awesome because what that'll mean for today is that it's sort of an SBD day, but it's DBS instead of SBD. But also that I can test out my new A7 Roche full-length singlet for all the lifts potentially. I just got it. I'm curious how it feels. Wanted to test it out. Of course, it's a first experience. I'm not sure yet exactly, but I'm curious how it'll feel for all the lifts.
Why did you buy it?
I bought it because I was thinking it could be, one, it's less revealing, which is something I actually do appreciate, just in general. Like, I should say that, like, not having, I feel way less like everybody's looking at my penis right now. In the singlet, my bulge is much more apparent. And you're like constantly you have to pull it down. So that genuinely, in terms of being more discreet, that's a huge advantage. Like, I feel like I'm wearing clothes. I don't feel like I'm naked, which is nice. But it's also should have some positives, being it keeps you warmer, and competition is in the winter, so it keeps your full body a little bit warmer. It also puts more material around your knee during your lifts, which should be performance enhancing and also injury preventative. And also the main thing is that I'm thinking, and what I've seen online is that deadlifts slide a lot better, much more consistently, without the need for baby powder, with a full-length singlet. So yeah, that's what I'm testing out, and I'm curious. I'm curious how it'll feel with stiff sleeves, if the stiff sleeves feel like they're sitting in place. So there's a few things I'm curious about. I don't think it'll have any difference for bench press. I think for bench it'll just feel like any other singlet, right? But we'll see. Testing it all out today. Oh, I forgot to say what I'm going to be deadlifting. I'm going to be deadlifting hopefully 6 sets of 3 repetitions with 305 kilograms, 672 pounds. First set, hesitations, I don't know if I said that part. Feeling still a little bit sick, so a little bit discombobulated. Trying to get into the zone, make sure I can execute. 6 sets of 3 hesitations, right off the floor. 305 kilos, 672 pounds. First set mixed grip, 5 sets with straps. So I don't want to do more sets mixed grip today because I did that last session. I just went crazy. And on my primary day didn't go fantastic, and I think part of the reason is I wasn't feeling as confident with my grip as I definitely can be, and I think that was the result of tiring out my grip and breaking down my hands on the secondary session. So I just want to make sure I get the one set in mixed grip, make sure it's really good, and then smoke a bunch of sets with straps. And yeah, I'm curious how, I've been having a little bit of a weird lockout lately. I'm curious how this change will impact my lockout. We'll see. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping it'll be a hugely positive change in addition to my training. But we'll see. So yeah, it's going to go 170, 220, 270, 305 probably. Okay, so my review so far with the deadlifts is that the singlet feels fantastic. I really just slide through my lockout. Now I'm going to do 5 sets, or well, I should say 3 to 5 sets with straps, and I'm curious how that'll feel, if it'll slide the same or if the rubber will grip weird. So I'll be patient and constant. But at the bare minimum, I'm really excited about like this singlet just in terms of training, just in general, where just training consistency, I think in this singlet will feel really nice. especially because it's theoretically, that has the potential to be more comp standard training all the time without having to worry about like wearing a singlet, putting on baby powder on your thighs, doing multiple sets. Now you got baby powder on your hands. That this theoretically allows for just like training and less thought, less worry, makes it much more straightforward. But we'll see how it is with straps. If it feels really good with straps, I'm like gonna be super happy. Okay, so deads are done. Really liked the singlet. Not much to say. I waited maybe a little bit too long between my 5th and 6th set, so it felt a little bit sort of not in the mode again, or yet, or anymore, I should say. But time to take down the bar. I want to bench quick, and then I'll have something to eat, and then I'll see about squatting. I might just get onto the bar, just sort of see how I feel, and if I feel reasonably okay, then I'll get a session in. Decided that I'm not going to squat today. I'm going to squat tomorrow morning, but what I am going to do is try out the singlet with the sleeves. That's what or at least try them on is what I was going to do. And holy crap, I feel a difference. I'm glad I'm going to be trying this with this pair of knee sleeves before I bought another pair of knee sleeves, because I was thinking, because these have bulged out, so it means they're less supportive. I'm glad I'm trying this just to see how it feels like tomorrow, before I decide whether or not I'm going to get a different pair of knee sleeves. If I'm going to, I don't know, probably won't upsize, so if I decide that this feels crazy, then I might just stick to this instead of getting a new pair of L's, because I doubt that I'll be able to wear out a pair of L's in time, if this feels crazy, and then maybe a pair of new L's would just feel too tight. But I've not tried to squat yet with it. I'm kind of curious how that feels, the movement pattern. I'll put some wrist straps on, and I have it set to only 12. I'll give it an honest go. I'll raise the safeties and raise the height of the bar, and put on some wrist straps. Man, one of my neighbors is just going by. They must think like, I have no idea what they think when they look in here. It's better to, for me on this rack, it's always better to change the height before having weight, but I had weight on still from the bench single. I'm really glad I powered through with confidence that if I fixed a few things in my setup and my technique, that it would feel a lot stronger and I'd be able to execute well. That level of trust in myself feels awesome. I've been figuring out bench, and I feel like I'm winning instead of that bench is just destroying me. Yeah, let's go. Curious how this will feel. Holy shit. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. Holy shit, yeah. Something I was also curious about is if the singlet would make it easier to take the sleeves off by myself because it's a slipperier material. I haven't tried it yet. Let's give it a go. Normally I cannot do that alone. Holy shit. I'm almost lost for words. This might have been the best purchase of my entire fucking life. That was crazy. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Wow.